Alrighty, so let's start sitting down. We'll do a few little joint warm-ups. So we're going to start with our legs at a 90-degree position. You want your feet quite away from your body, so try not to keep them nice and close. You can place your hands behind you and just rotate the knees side to side, aiming to get that inside knee down to the floor. So rotating around. If you want a deeper stretch, you can take your hands off the floor. And that's going to give you more of a hip stretch. It's a little bit harder. Beautiful. Awesome. And then come onto your hands and knees. And we'll go into some cat-cow. So inhale, press the floor away, pull your shoulder blades apart. And then exhale, belly button goes towards the floor, pull the shoulders back. Inhale, really open up the back of the ribs, breathe into your spine, and exhale to scoop. So moving through those two positions. Awesome. Then from here, we're going to take our knees nice and wide, and you're going to take your feet out wide as well. So turn your toes outwards. This is really going to open up our hips and our inner thighs. You can come to your forearms and then just shift your hips back. Keep pointing your toes outwards. Shift forwards and back. You might not be able to move very much, but that's all right. Really good hip opener. Back and forth. Awesome. And then back to hands and knees. We're going to take one hand through your body, bring your shoulder towards the floor, and then open all the way up towards the sky. Good. Upper spine, mobilize up. Reach through, big twist each direction. Awesome. Other side. Reach through and rotate. Awesome. And then tuck your toes under, lift your hips up into a downward dog, and just drop one heel at a time, stretching out the back of the legs. Really push the floor away, chest towards your toes. Awesome. Alrighty. We are going to jump into some pelvic floor activations. So I'll get everyone to lie on your back, feet planted, and we want to tuck the pelvis under so our lower back is nice and flush on the floor. And we're going to use our breath to help with our activation. So it might seem the opposite way to you, but as we exhale, that's when we want to engage our pelvic floor, and inhale is when we want to release it. So take a few deep breaths, filling up the belly and the ribs. Just focus on the breath for now. And you'll feel as you breathe in, your belly expands, and that's actually causing our pelvic floor to expand and relax as well. And then as you exhale, start to work in a really gentle pelvic floor activation where you're drawing upwards, like drawing a little blueberry up. And then as you inhale, fully relax and expand through the belly and ribs. Exhale to engage, draw that belly button up, or pelvic floor up, sorry, and then inhale to relax everything. Just kind of reminding that pelvic floor to switch on. and using the breath. All right, next take 2 of your fingers, find your forefinger and your middle finger, find your hip bone, and then we're going to walk those fingers in about an inch towards your pelvis and then press down. We're going to be feeling our transverse abdominis muscle, so our TA. I want you to still focus on that pelvic floor extracting, tongue-tied, pelvic floor activation as you exhale, and then think about drawing hip bones into hip bones to switch on your TA. You should feel that little muscle tighten underneath your fingers. So inhale, we relax everything, expand through the breath, and then exhale, draw the pelvic floor up, hip bones towards each other, and feel that muscular tightness. Once you feel like you've nailed that, we're going to add in some leg lift. So keep your pelvis tucked. Inhale to relax. And then exhale, we're going to lift one leg up to 90 degrees, knee on top of your hips. Inhale to release. Exhale, lift that leg up. Keep your hips nice and steady. And inhale to release. If your hips are shifting side to side, it means you don't have quite enough tightness through that TA. So really focus on drawing the belly button down, hip bones towards each other as you lift those legs. Awesome. Once you feel like you've mastered this, you can bring your knees up, stacked on top of the hips, shins parallel to the roof, and do the same thing. So inhale is when we relax. Exhale is when we lower the leg down, engage that pelvic floor, and inhale to come back up. Exhale to lower one leg, little toe tap, and inhale to come up. Constantly checking on your pelvic floor and your lower abdomen. Do you have them switched on as you extend that leg? It's all about building that awareness there. So you're going to do 2 more of these each side. Beautiful, working with the breath. Exhale to lower. Inhale to come back up. Amazing. All right, once you've done that, roll over onto your side. We're going to start with some booty activations, little booty burner in the beginning to set us up. So what we're going to do, knees are stacked on top of each other and feet are in line with your spine behind you. We're going to lift our feet off the floor so they're kind of in line with your hips. Put your hand on your top hip and almost physically roll it forward so that we keep that hip in place. And then we're going to open our knee and close it again, just a little clam. But I want you to watch that your hips are not shifting backwards. So keep that hip tucked forwards. You'll feel a little bit of restriction. And that's because we're now just using the booty and not using our hips to move that leg. Beautiful, nice, slow, controlled movements. Awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to drop our bottom leg, keep our top leg up, and then we're going to drop down and up again, but this time go a little bit higher because we're not restricted from keeping our feet together. Still keeping those hips rolled forwards and keep your foot flexed. So we're really activating that booty. Nice control. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Hold your leg up. We're going to bring our knee in towards our shoulder and then kick your leg out. Again, keeping our hips rolled forward. So it's going to make that a little more challenging. Keep your foot flexed, really push your heel away from you and tuck that knee in as much as you can. You got it. Push through that booty, switching on. 3, 2, and 1. Hold your leg out straight. So our last one on this side, we're going to sweep our leg forwards, tap the floor in front, and then bring it back in line with your hips. Tap and back in line, really heating it up here. You got it. Keep those hips steady. 5, 4, lifting that leg as high as you can. 3, 2, and last one. Nice. All right, we're going to roll over onto the other side. So knees stacked, feet stacked. And then lift those feet off the floor, roll your hips forward slightly and into those clams, opening up the knee. Beautiful. Keep those hips steady. Awesome, team. Now this side might fatigue a little faster because our glutes tend to work as one. But that's all right. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Drop your bottom leg, and then we're going into that full leg lift with the bent knee. Again, keep the hips rolled forwards. You can go a little higher this time. Keep your foot flexed. Awesome. You got it, team. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're bringing the knee towards the shoulder, flexing the foot, pushing the heel out. Still keep those hips rolled forwards. Don't allow them to kind of fall backwards. And keep that foot flexed. 3, 2, and 1. Last one here. Sweep that leg forwards to the front and then back in line with the hip. Keep your foot flexed and lift as high as you can. Awesome. Two, and 1. Awesome. Roll onto your back, hug your knees into your chest for a moment. Maybe draw little circles or go forwards and back, releasing that lower back. Alrighty, we are going to be doing a little standing series to start. So I'll get everyone to stand up. Adjust that a little bit. Cool. So we are going to start out with some slow froggy squats. So we want to set up with our feet outside shoulder width apart, so a little bit wider. You're going to bring your elbows inside your knees and actively press the knees outwards with those elbows. Beautiful. From here, stick your booty in the air. We're going to take 3 seconds to come down. So bring your hips down into a deep squat. 3, 2, 1. Once you get to your deep squat, drag the hips back up, keeping the elbows by the knees. 3, 2, 1 on the way down. Drag up. 3, 2. Really drive your elbows out with your knees. Don't let those guys cave in. Go quite wide. Nice and slow, team. Keep that tension. 3, 2, 1, and drive up. 3, 2, 1, and drive. Beautiful. And last one. Nice. All right, from here, we're going to come down onto hands and knees. You want your hands directly below shoulders, knees below hips. We're going to tuck our toes under, lift the knees just off the floor so we're hovering, really keeping that core engaged. Think about a string tied to your belly button, pulling you up to the roof. And then we're going to step one leg out at a time to get to a nice flat plank. And then bring your knees back in and we'll swap the leading leg. So join in as soon as you're ready. And our goal here is keeping the hips completely still. So you don't want them to be bouncing around as you're doing those step outs. Nice, team. Super controlled. Really press the floor away, keep strong the arms. Beautiful. 2 more here. Amazing. All right, roll onto your back. We're going to set our feet up super wide, so as wide as you possibly can, while keeping your knees and ankles stacked on top of each other. So that'll depend on your mobility. Really concentrate on pressing the knees out as we do these glute bridges. We're going to go up, do 5 pulses at the top, 2, 1, and then we'll go back all the way to the floor. Just tap the floor and straight back up. 5 pulses at the top. Really press the knees out, down, and drive back up. Good. Really keep your ribs down so that we're not loading through the lower back. We're just using the hips and booty. Really controlled pulses. We're not just bouncing through them. You should feel the tension in your muscles. Driving the knees out. Tap and back up. Nice job, team. Beautiful. We're going to do 1 more of these. So 5 pulses. And then relax. Beautiful. All right, grab a quick drink if you need it. We're going to stand up again and go back to our slow frog squats. All righty. Elbows inside those knees. And let's do it. Press the knees out. 3 seconds on the way down. Power on the way up. We don't want to fully straighten the legs when we come back up. Keep a little tension in the knees. Beautiful. Should feel a little bit harder this time around. Keep that tension on. When you get to your squat, try not to relax through the joints. We want to keep our muscles active the whole way through. Super slow. Awesome. Got 3 more of these, team. Keep that control. And last one. Awesome. We're going to add in an exercise here, standing up. Oop, I just moved my rug. There we go. We're going to set up nice and wide for a sumo squat. So legs are going to be as wide as you can get them, toes pointing outwards. We're going to come down by driving the knees out. We're going to do 5 pulses, just like the glute bridges, and then stand up tall. Knees drive out. 5 really controlled pulses. And stand. Beautiful. Try not to rest your hands on your legs, in front of you or on your hips. Beautiful. Two more of these, guys. 5 pulses. And last one. And stand up. Awesome. Keep this wide stance. We're going to go straight into a side lunge on one side. So we're going to do the same leg. Drive the booty back. Knee over toe. Beautiful. Make sure you are getting your hips involved. So you're going to drive the butt back, lean forward, and knee drives over the toe. Good. 3, 2, And one, straight over to the other leg. Let's go. Booty pushes back. Nice. Keep that other leg nice and straight. Awesome, team. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, onto hands and knees, going into our bear step outs. Tuck the toes under, push the floor away, core engaged, knees off the floor, and then stepping out one at a time. Make sure you swap your leading leg. Keep that core nice and tight. Beautiful. And keep your pelvis tucked under. We don't want to let the hips lift up. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to stay on all fours, knees off the floor. Sit back into a bear squat and come back through. Let's go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You got to push through the burn. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing, guys. All right, lying on your back, feet nice and wide for our glute bridges. All right, feet as wide as you can get, the knees really pressing out, back nice and flat. Let's go, lift those hips. 5 control pulses, push the knees out and then down. Beautiful. Keep your ribs pressing down. We don't want them flaring up towards the roof, so that we're taking that lower back out of it. Doesn't matter if you feel like you're not going very high, as long as you're focusing on activating the booty, then we've got it. Good, keep pressing the knees out. We're gonna do 2 more of these. Awesome, and last one. Perfect. Hug those knees in. Rock side to side if we need to. Alrighty, standing up. We're going to do 1 more round through this sequence. All right, so let's get back to our froggies. Feet shoulder width, elbows in your knees. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1 on the way down, and then drag up. 3, 2, 1, and drag. Keep pressing the knees out with those elbows. Nice, team. We don't want to relax through the joints at the bottom and keep tension on. The top is where we rest if needed. Definitely feel the shakes this round. Good stuff. Two more. And 1. Beautiful. All right, nice wide stance for our sumo squat. Toes pointing out. And let's go down. 5 pulses. And stand. Really press the knees out. Whew, feeling that inner thigh. Go team. Three more here. Beautiful. 2. And 1 more. Pulses, nice and controlled. Beautiful. Straight into our side lunge on one side. Stick the booty back. Knees stay stacked over the ankle. Beautiful. Really feeling it. Let's go. You got it. Get as deep as you can while keeping your heel flat. 3. Keep facing forwards, guys. Try and avoid facing towards your knee. 2. 1. Nice. Other side. Let's go straight into it. Booty drives back. Looking fabulous. Awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, hands and knees. Setting up for our step out. Tuck those toes under, press the floor away, lift the knees, and stepping back. Keep that pelvis tucked under. Keep pressing the floor away. Keep stay down. Good stuff. 3, 2, 1. We're going straight into our bear squat. So hips back to heels and push forward. 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep it controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, amazing, guys. All right. Glute bridge, lying on your back. Feet nice and wide. Knees nice and wide. Press your ribs down. Tuck the pelvis under. And let's go. Driving up. 5 pulses. And down. Up. Awesome. Big squeeze, really press the knees out. Two, and 1. Amazing. Hug those knees in once you're done, guys. Draw some little circles with your knees. And then bring your arms out to your side. You're going to take your knees all the way over to one side so you get a big stretch through the spine. And then over to the other side. Awesome. Okay, we're going to finish off with some core. It'll be super fun. So we are going to be starting off with a side plank. So we want to set up on our forearm. Option 1, your bottom leg is bent with your foot behind you and your top leg is straight. And that's how you hold your side plank. If you wanted it to be more challenging, straighten both legs and lift off like so. So we're going to be starting with some side plank rotation. So for this, if you're on your knees, you're going to take one forearm, bring it in front of the other, bring both of your knees to the floor, rotate and reach out. If you're on your toes, you're just going to rotate on your toes, side to side. So our goal here is to keep our hips as level as we can. We don't want to be sticking them up in the air to create that arch. We just want to rotate slightly. All right, set up in your side plank of choice. 3, 2, and 1. Rotate to the front and then over to the other side. We're going really slow, guys. If we rush, that's when we hurt ourselves. Take it nice and slow. It's a tough one, so keep pushing through your forearms. Amazing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to stay in the side plank and go into some hip dips. So drop the hips down, drive them up. You got it. We won't be here for long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back round to the other side. Hip dips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. All right, sitting on your booty for me, guys. Place your hands behind you with your fingers pointing towards your toes. We're going to go into some leg extensions. So option 1, keep your ribs tucked down. You're going to keep your feet on the floor and just lift one leg at a time. Option 2, your legs are up in the air and you're going to drop one leg at a time. So our goal here, whatever position you're in, is to keep our upper body completely still. So setting up, fingers pointing towards you, bending your elbows will help you balance and support, and really focus on ribs down, creating a really nice like dish shape with your ribs and hips. All right, let's go. So leg lift or leg lower, keeping everything nice and controlled. Maybe you can work with your breath. So that would be exhaling on the way down, inhaling on the way up, utilizing that pelvic floor activations. Beautiful, you got it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, option 1 for our next block is an A twist. So you create a triangle shape with your arms, twisting side to side. If you wanted something more challenging, then you can join me in some windscreen wipers, where we just rotate the legs side to side, keeping them slightly bent. All right, so you're either on your upper body twist or your lower body twist. Let's do it. Exhale as you lower, inhale as you come back up. Awesome, team. Fabulous. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, we are going to do one more round through that, going back to our side plank. So setting up in your side plank of choice. We're going to go into our rotations. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Rotate and reach. Take it nice and slow. And you can be on your knees if you need to. Just really think about tucking the pelvis under and squeezing your butt the whole way through. Beautiful, you got it, team. 3, 2, and 1. Pause in that plank. Hip dips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, amazing. All right, exercise 2, either your leg lift, tucking the knee in, or leg lower. 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down, keep it super controlled. Looking at you, Karen. That's better. Nice. Awesome. Good job, guys. No rushing in Pilates. No rushing ever, really. 3, 2, and 1. All right, into your twist of choice, either that A twist or the leg wipers. 3, 2, and 1. Keep your body nice and still, or your legs if you're doing that A twist. Woo, feeling it. You got it, team. 3, 2, almost there. 1. Woo, good stuff, guys. Well done. That was a good session. All right, set up with your feet together in front of you. Run through a little cool down. Bring the feet as close to your hips as you can, and then you can either press your hands onto your knees or lean forwards to deepen that and get that beautiful inner thigh, inner hip stretch. Make sure you're breathing in and out through your nose or in through the nose, out through the mouth. Beautiful. And then stretch one leg out to the side. You're going to reach your arm up and over, so get a really nice side stretch. So wherever you can reach to, whether that's the roof or all the way over, just go where you feel a nice, beautiful stretch. And as you breathe, really breathe into that tight area. Awesome. Coming out of that, now face towards your toes, and you're going to reach with both hands just wherever you can. Shin, ankle, toe. Getting that stretch through the hammy. Awesome. Swap legs and go into that side stretch. Awesome. And then face your toes, reach as far as you can. Awesome. Come on to all fours. We're going to tuck our right knee behind the right wrist and put that shin underneath you. And then take your left knee back to kind of deepen that stretch around the hip there. If you can drop to your forearms. Otherwise, wherever you feel a stretch through the hip is good. Awesome. Back to all fours. Take your left leg and then shift back and lean forward. Beautiful. All right, we are done. Thanks so much for joining me today, team. That was awesome. Hope you enjoyed it.